changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working.
Kellen Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe it. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboys, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Kellen Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And beneath me is the most diabolical, devilish. Hold on, I can't even hear you. Hold on.
Oh, you good. That was me.
Okay, you scared me for a second. I'm finna unplug some stuff. Like, damn.
Don't do it.
That's how you know you evil. He had to mute himself because he be speaking incantations. You're just gonna see stuff start floating over there.
No, man. We don't want no none of that. Well, we good people over here.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even know you really people. At this point. Like, you're so fiendish. I don't know, man. You might be like some kind of monstrosity. I don't know.
What is wrong with him, y'all? I don't know what his problem is.
I have no earthly idea, man. You know, I ain't had my coffee, so.
That's what it is.
But salute to everybody already in the building, though, man. You know, we're live here with Cowboys Convos. We're going to be talking Cowboys. That's what the conversation is, so that's why the name fits, right?
Absolutely.
So, listen, y'all know what's going on. Cowboys ain't got no coach. We ain't got no hope. We ain't got no future. So we gonna see.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm just saying, man, like, it ain't looking good right now. So we just gonna put our heads together and try to figure this out. But salute to everybody that's joining us this morning. Dak owns Filthy, fitting name because he does own them. He is Big Pappy over there, the mayor of Philly. And he go ahead and build a man a statue. Elijah Robinson in the building. T Smooth TV, Miss Regina Green with the green, Texas T, Ken's Pats Talk. DC Worldwide Media, Jose Banks, my guy, salute to you. Salute to everybody out there in the building right now, man. Long time no see. Happy to be in here with y'all this Saturday morning. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all rocking with us, man, and that's what's important.
Absolutely, man. Like the boy Jay-Z said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I
Indeed.
appreciate that,
Brendan Dunson, what's up with you? I see you. Thank you for rocking. Let me put some music on too, man. This ain't gonna be a somber. I know I came in talking about we ain't got no hope, but I'm a play some music or something, man. You know, we gotta have some in the background. We just can't be here with our tears hitting the ground. The only thing you hear.
The only background music.
Yeah, you're like, damn, it's raining over there in it. Nah, man, I'm just trying extra hard this morning.
That's why I must wear glasses, because the tears would just be pouring down. So these at least decrease it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Bare minimum, bare minimum. So let's look at notes real quick, man. When we talk about a coaching search, a coaching carousel continues. What has happened so far in the Dallas Cowboys coaching search? I got a visual that we're just gonna watch it. So shout out to RJ Ochoa. Interviews that were set, right? Because this is his Dallas Cowboys update. So this is everything that's going on, because there's been a lot of names brought up, a lot of scenarios. So boom. There's only 3 interviews that are currently set for the Dallas Cowboys to have. They're going to interview Robert Saleh, who was the New York Jets head coach last year. For the last couple of years, used to be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers when they first got back being good. Leslie Frazier, also another defensive-minded coach. Kellen Moore, y'all best friend. Listen, that's y'all people, man. I don't know him like that, but that's y'all people. Deion Sanders' name was mentioned, right? He ain't got no interview. We up here campaigning and parading and fighting a good fight for Deion Sanders. This man ain't got an interview with the Dallas Cowboys, of course. Jason Witten, the doomsday scenario. Interview that reportedly happened. So this is lip service as well. Reportedly, they're going to talk to Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn when they get the chance. That's weird. You waited this late to try and do that. And then also reported to maybe on staff DeMarco Murray and Tashard Choice, 2 former Dallas Cowboy running backs. So that's a lot of names out there for one singular position. And like you're mentioning people being on the staff and ain't even mentioning the head coach yet. So you already see the way that they trying to move. How you gonna already have predetermined coaching staff spots and you ain't got no head coach?
That's how they always move. That's the Dallas Cowboys way. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's never been anything different, so why would we expect different, Hen? Why would we?
Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over.
So you speaking as if we know they're not insane. Like we know they are insane. Like what you talking about?
Hell is repetition.
See, yeah. Shout out to me, Regina Green, because that's the truth. She said Mike McCarthy sent them in a tailspin to disaster. Because listen, just to be 100% honest with y'all, Mike McCarthy was the plan. So all these people that's cheering, yay, we got rid of Mike. That's not what happened, man. We lost Mike McCarthy. Believe it or not, they was at the negotiating table. Mike got fed up and he walked away. Now, that's why it feels like we in a desperate situation where we just scrambling around trying to talk to everybody who will listen. See, that's different. And one of the things I can tell that it's not a plan is because if it was a plan, I feel like we'll see a pattern. We see no pattern in these coaches. They all over the place. They mentioning people we ain't heard from in 20 years. And then what's something interesting that Jane Slater said, she was like, what's peculiar about the Cowboys coaching situation is like they interviewing people who nobody else is interviewing. like they ain't nobody else studying these dudes, but we bringing in these people. And I feel like that's one of our flaws. We always want to be the smartest people in the room. That's one thing I can't stand about us.
You know what it is? The Dallas Cowboys is the homeboy you got that's afraid of rejection. He ain't never tried to talk to no bad female in his life. He talked to nothing but butterheads and creatures.
Because he know he want to be 100%, don't
he want to know he finna bag his. Hey, shout out to the original people for the cash out, man. That's a real one right
man.
there.
Salute.
I appreciate you for the love and support, man. And listen, we still beefing with YouTube. It's still on site. It's still smoke. So if you want to support these channels, you want to support Landlord from Alabama, his cash app is $Landlord723. If you want to support Henny the Moore, hit the cash app. It's $Henny the Moore. We out here beefing on the front line. But we outside still, man. We still outside with it. So
hey, it costs to be the real ones, man. I'ma just say that. That's the we choose the path of most resistant. I don't know why. It's just tough to be real, man. So hey, if y'all support the real, authentic, you know what I'm saying, content, man, holla at your boys. Like, I don't know many more realer than us. I stand on that. We ain't taking up for nobody. We ain't biting our tongue for nobody. We gonna kick it to you as real as possible. And that's something I pride myself in.
Indeed. And Landlord, to piggyback on your point, this article, this is Sports Illustrated. Mike McCarthy leaving negotiation table surprise with the parentheses, surprise Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was not expecting Mike McCarthy to walk away from the Dallas Cowboys.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like I hate it for us, the people who understand how diabolical that is. You know what I'm saying? But I just know because I've been one of the people that's been saying that Mike's been treated unfairly. And we've been seeing it. I've been putting it out there like, look at how they doing them. Look at how they doing them. And then in his so-called last year up for contract, they give him no help at all. So I just don't understand how people is championing this on, saying like it's a good thing. This what I want people to understand. What they say, Batman them say, just injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. If you sit up and let them treat Mike McCarthy like this, guess what? When your favorite coach come in here, they gonna treat him the same way. So that's what I want people to understand, man. Like, you shouldn't allow your team to do anybody like this. But a lot of people don't care because they don't like Mike McCarthy. So they'll be like, we don't care about how we treat him because, he Mike McCarthy. So y'all gotta understand, like, when y'all see the Cowboys doing foolishness, you gotta make sure they pay for that right there. You got to call them out on their BS right there where it stands. So that's why I feel like that's the best way to do it, man. Don't let them get away with murder just because you don't like Mike McCarthy. That's foolishness. Because that same foolishness going to carry on to the next coach, somebody who don't deserve that stuff.
All right, so the original people want to know if you got the cash out, kinfolk.
Let me go check.
While he checking that is a very good point. Because, listen, I know everybody was ready to see Jason Garrett go. Let's go back to Jason Garrett.
I got it. Appreciate you, bro.
Say salute to the original people, man. He a real
Salute.
one. But yeah, man, like everybody was ready for Jason Garrett to go. But the fact that they didn't even let that man call plays when they knew that it was do or die for him, they told that man no. You don't do nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people opportunity to protect themselves. That man destiny was up in the hands of somebody else, and that was somebody that wanted him out of the way any damn way at that point. Like, people forget, Kellen Moore was already here when Mike got here. Like,
exactly.
Like, Kellen Moore was trying to help make sure that Jason Garrett got pushed out.
Yeah, and that was already nefarious.
Then when Mike McCarthy came to Dallas, he was saddled with Kellen Moore. He did not even get an opportunity to go out here and completely create his coaching staff, right? He didn't get a chance to call plays, which was what he was known for in Green Bay until the second to last year of him being in Dallas. It's 3 years you wasted sticking him with Kellen Moore when he wanted to call plays from the beginning. I'm
telling you straight up, like, y'all can say what y'all want, but y'all know I hold Mike in a high regard. I really feel like we could have got us a Super Bowl in that window, man. It was possible. Because guess what? We had the personnel. What was holding us back in those years? It was Kellen and his play calling. When he was treating Amari Cooper like a normal human being, like me or him, he treated Amari Cooper like he was one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, somebody who just started being a wide receiver yesterday. You supposed to treat Amari Cooper like he was a number 1 receiver or at least a number 2. He treated him like a bench rider. So what's the use of having a star if you ain't gonna treat him like a star? That's really doing yourself a disservice. And that's the way Kellen had ran his ship. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like if you would have gave Mike that team, listen, if you would have gave Mike Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup was playing awesome, then you got a young CeeDee Lamb, you had Zeke and Tony, man, listen, Mike would have went crazy with that team. But he had to sit here and put up with the Joneses' foolishness, and we didn't even get a chance to see what that would have been like if Mike would have had the control of that team. That's a shame right there.
I agree with you. And listen, we still had a great offense with way below talent than that. Because remember, Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, they were gone when Dak Prescott was an All-Pro. Well, Michael Gallup was here. His ghost was here.
Yeah.
What was left of Michael
shell.
Gallup was here.
Yeah. The shell of Michael Gallup.
So, man, let me ask you, well, I made a comparison of the Dallas Cowboys being the homeboy that never shoot at no baddies, right? And that's going to cost them in the long run because...
Timeout and Schultz. I'm sorry. I forgot about Schultz, bro. Mike would have cooked with that team, y'all. Mike would have absolutely cooked with that team. I promise y'all. We seen him cook with less.
Yep. But, yeah, to the point I was going to make, man, like, I almost forgot it.
Damn.
Anyway,
my fault, bro. That was just a good point. Schultz was a big part of this team who I forgot about. Like, Mike would have cooked with them, man.
Indeed.
But you were talking about the coaching staff, probably, like how the Cowboys hiring people.
Yeah. The coaching staff. Because I said that they never shoot at the baddies.
Mm-hmm.
So, remember, they said they're rumored to want to talk to Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. What is a rumor good for right now? They done interviewed with people already. Aaron Glenn done interviewed. Ben Johnson done interviewed. By the time they talk to them again, they're gonna be on interviews too and whatever with these other teams. You waiting that late to even throw your hat into the arena, you knew you ain't had no chance. You waited to talk to the girl when she was already in a relationship.
Facts. I was just about to say that's the same exact thing. Why would you wait so late?
Yeah, so the Dallas Cowboys ain't trying to do nothing, man. They want Kellen Moore, and that's really what it is. I don't want to be that person, but the most tangible one so far has been Kellen Moore. Because Kellen Moore, I don't know if people realize this. Kellen Moore already had his interview. Did you know that, right?
Yeah, it happened yesterday, right?
Last night, yeah.
I'm just thanking God. We need to all say a collective Cowboy prayer that he didn't already sign for us right now. Like, he got out of the building without a contract. I think that's a win.
It was a win.
I think that's a win.
Yes, because listen, man, because you still have hope for Deion at that point. Because I really believe if it comes down between Kellen Moore and Deion, they'll take Deion. Because listen, they may love Kellen Moore. They may be the prodigal son, but Deion sells tickets. And we know the Joneses are businessmen. Jerry's a businessman anyway. Steven be doing stupid stuff. But Jerry's a businessman. So, any signing that will put butts in seats and get people to talk in and get the ratings, he'll make that kind of move. He'll make a move like that. So even though Kellen Moore is the prodigal son that they love and they want to bring in, they help try to mold him as a coach, they will take Deion over that man in a heartbeat.
One thing I'll say, though, I think Boss Cowboy and them got something going over there, man. Him and Tuck with the No More Kellen. Like, I really think one thing that Jerry Jones do not like is public criticism. I don't think he like that. You know what I'm saying? He too prideful. He think he still think he's the best GM in football. So, like, is that not a prideful man if you ever heard of one? You know what I'm saying? That's super prideful because we know that's not true. Like, Howie Roseman been ran laps around him, like, just being real. So now we got to look at it. If Jerry Jones willing to have that much pride, he do not want people questioning him and saying that he's not doing a good enough job. That ain't what he want in the public. Like, now people are publicly criticizing him. They like, listen, we don't want Kellen Moore. So Jerry have to say, screw everybody. I'm hiring Kelly. And I don't know if that's gonna be, I don't know if that's the smartest route for Jerry to go right now. The fan morale is already down in Dallas. Like we are in shambles low key. Because now we gotta sit up here and watch our inferior division foes out here having playoff success. We've been smacking Washington around for a decade plus, and now they in the playoffs and we not. Like this is bizarro world. Like this shouldn't be happening. So yeah.
Wow. And they go to the NFC Championship game.
Oh my God.
They were the one team that had a longer NFC Championship drought than us. We would be the team in the NFL with the longest NFC Championship drought, because everybody even the Bears have been to a Super Bowl in recent history, because they went with Rex Grossman.
And the Lions just got over the hump last year.
Yeah, they went to the NFC Championship game last year. That was the other team. We were the 3 teams in the NFC that hadn't been to an NFC Championship game in a long ass time. And now, if they somehow upset the Detroit Lions, who just broke the curse last year, like we just mentioned, they will be the only team in the NFC that ain't been in
How
like
long
20
it's
or
been
30
for
years.
damn, what team I was about to say? The Vikings. How long it's been for the Vikings?
2000 and the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Oh, they went to the NFC Championship?
They went to the NFC Championship.
Who was that quarterback?
It was Keenan.
Oh, okay. Case Keenum.
Case Keenum, yeah.
Damn, they got to the. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they were gonna go to the Super Bowl, but they got blew out by the Eagles.
We shouldn't be. This shouldn't be life right now, man. This shouldn't be life. It is life, but it shouldn't be.
Well, everybody in the win. Remember, even the Jacksonville Jaguars went to an AFC Championship game. They lost to Tom Brady.
Saxonville. Damn.
Cause they had 2 of our safeties.
Jared Sensabaugh and Barrett Church.
It was Barry Church and the other boy.
Sensabaugh probably.
It wasn't Sensabaugh. It was the other. It was damn. If I wasn't trying to think of the boy's name,
you'll know it.
I know it.
Somebody in the chat might say it, but you know the chat be on it too. But
chat, which 2 safeties from us went to Jacksonville? It was Barry Church and one other safety that we had. I
can't think.
It's too early. And I'm old.
Yeah.
So you know.
But yeah, apparently it's like we understand that we are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to that. You know, we pride ourselves. We're a prideful organization. We just like the owner. Like that's what people don't realize. We, instead of the Cowboys taking the personality of our coach, we take the personality of our owner. That's what's crazy. And then guess what? That directly tells you who is in front, who is in the lead, who is in charge here. Unquestionably, it's Jerry Jones. That's why we act just like Jerry. We act just like Jerry Jones, y'all. If you sit and think about it, the Cowboys act and perform just like Jerry. Nobody else. They said the Browns ain't being though.
I mean, yeah, but they ain't in the NFC. Like, we would be the worst team in the NFC. But
at least it ain't in the NFL. We got a hell of a silver lining in there somewhere. Got that. Miss Sadiqa said all she remembers is Barry Church. But, yeah, man. So, basically, you know, I understand the people that say change need to happen. But, you know, in my opinion, I don't think that change necessarily had to be Mike McCarthy. But I do understand that change had to come. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the way that the majority of people feel like, you know, where we need to start, you know, I'm here for it. I just want the best result. That's all. Was it J.J. Wilcox?
Yes.
Wilcox.
JJ Wilcox went over there too.
Salute to my people. The inbox had helped me out. Some people sent it to me. So, yeah, I appreciate that. So, yeah, it was J.J. Wilcox.
Appreciate it.
That was my boy, too. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even want him to lead Dallas. He'll knock he'll knock the logo off your helmet the way he was him. Swear to God, that boy was him. I ain't never trying to get rid of no hitters. Because I just feel like, of course, you don't have that intimidation factor in there no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that. But at the same time, you still going to have that in the back of your mind. Like, this dude still can hit me. Whether I'm going to get a penalty or not. You know what I'm saying? He still can hit me. Yeah. That's late. That's like, you start trouble and then you say your brother's going to beat him up. Nah, that ain't going to stop the whooping you finna get now. You know what I'm saying? You could get your get back later, but you finna get whooped now. That's different.
Let's see.
They said Dak holds us back. I disagree. I ain't saying that Dak is just, Superman, but I don't think he's holding us back. I think it's the top guy, Jerry Jones, and the way he liked to operate this team. And guess what? He's been the one consistent over this whole 30 years. Have Dak been here for 30 years? Was we winning Super Bowls before Dak got here? So I can't agree with that.
Also, I want to throw out the fact that Dak Prescott is an all-pro quarterback. Like, I want people to understand that winning in the playoffs is a team accomplishment and not an individual one. Because Dak Prescott playoff numbers, he has one of the highest EPA per plays in playoff history. People don't know that. They just know that he's 2-5 as a starting quarterback in the playoffs. But when you think about games like 2016, he did not cost you that game. He scored 31 points, threw 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards. His only interception came on a damn screen where the offensive line forgot to block for Cole Beasley. And the dude just ran clean and picked the ball off. So was that his fault they lost that game? When we lost in 2018. Dak Prescott had 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, great completion percentage, great passer rating. The defense allowed down to 300 yards rushing. So it has not always been Dak Prescott when it comes down to it. We could have went to an NFC Championship game Dak Prescott rookie year if the defense didn't let him down. So
facts.
I'm not.
And we supposed to beat the Rams if we could have played better against the Rams. So I mean, I ain't got time for that type of talk. It's not a one thing fix. It's multifaceted. We know that. It's several things that we can improve on this team. And that's even if you exclude Dak Prescott. So, I mean, right now, let's talk about right now. And I could say, of course, we need to fix some on the defensive line. We need help on the offensive line. We need help on the skill positions. Like, it's a lot of things that we need. A lot. Say what?
Because Trey ain't going to be here until the end of the year.
Yeah, we might need a corner now.
Might need a corner. Might need a safety.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things that we can improve on, man, that we need to improve on before we get to talking about what a quarterback gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know you look over there and see Jaden Daniels having success as a young quarterback. That's all well and dandy, but it's a lot of different moving parts that helped him do what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you just got to be able to evaluate what's going on.
Hey, I just listen. I know we weren't supposed to be talking about Dak. The man ain't threw a football since November, and y'all bringing up Dak Prescott for the reason that your team is suffering.
That's that real hate right there.
Secondly, the thought that he just throws all these picks in the first half of playoff games, he has 7 in 7 playoff games to 14 touchdowns. He has a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. Last time I checked, it's damn good.
Did y'all hear what, I think that was Nate Newton? He said he felt like it when Mike McCarthy, it was just personnel. And that's what I've been screaming all year. Personnel. We don't have the talent to be up here dominating nobody, and especially without a quarterback. Like, that's why it made it weird to get rid of Mike this year. If y'all would have fired Mike last year, I wouldn't even had too much to say. But this year, when the whole year was in shambles, and then when Cooper Rush took over, like, down the stretch, we started playing some really good football. So it's like, what did you want Mike to do? You know what I'm saying? You should have been telling him, like, hey, man, that was an impressive job you did. Like, you should have been going into them negotiations a little different. Because I feel like he showed up. He had this team playing, competing. Like, I've been ready to give up when Dak left. Like, I was like, this season is over. But Mike at least got this team good enough to be like, hey, hold on now. Is it a shot? You know what I'm saying? We had a small smidget of a shot for a while. And that's good coaching. That's great coaching. We done seen him coach this team up without Dak Prescott and still get 12-5. Like, people really, really rate what Mike McCarthy did for this team, man. I just feel like they do. I'm sorry. I can't keep it in. I gotta tell the truth. I think y'all tripping about how this man handled his business here in Dallas. I think you will see that in the future, and you're gonna appreciate it. You just gonna appreciate it too late. That's all.
Solely. You talk about he's throwing too much in the playoffs. The run game is not working in the playoffs for the Dallas Cowboys. When we played the Rams, what did Zeke do on 20 carries? He had like 40 yards or some shit that game, running the ball. Did that not happen? Dallas Cowboys haven't had a 100-yard rusher in the playoffs since 2008.
And that's with Jason Garrett too.
Yeah, and we talk about the playoffs. So y'all talking about Dak is throwing too much. What else are they supposed to do when they can't run the football? Right? What did Tony Pollard do in the postseason for y'all to act like the run game wasn't an issue? What has Zeke done recently in the postseason for the Dallas Cowboys to make y'all think the run game is not an issue? Could they run the football against the 49ers? Could they run the football against the Rams? They couldn't even run the damn football against the Green Bay Packers. So I don't want to hear that. Secondly, y'all bring up the Green Bay game. It was 21-13 at halftime. They talk like the game was over. Like, the Dallas Cowboys defense is the one that gave up 3 touchdowns in the first 4 possessions, not Dak Prescott.
So we done beat that dead horse, man. Let's talk about some coaching, man. Like, we ain't got time to be telling them that, it's not just one thing wrong with this team. Yeah, like, we ain't got time for that, man. We above that now. Like, we are above that. Like, it is above us now.
Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Facts.
Remember, there's injustice in my checkbox.
And you can't let it ride because it's going to keep happening. So I understand. Sometimes you do got to tighten them up, though, man. Sometimes you got to tighten them up.
But we do got to talk about the coaching search. Because at the end of the day, unless Dak Prescott's going to call his own plays, I need to figure out what the fuck is going to go on with my roster and my
I was just about to say, somebody asked me a good question about the roster. I can't tell you about the draft without talking about this coach first. We don't know what kind of coach this finna be, so we don't really know what style of draft they gonna want. So we really gotta handle this first. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be in order. We don't know what the coach might want.
Bro, that's the only silver lining about having Kellen Moore is he probably will get you a wide receiver in the first round, dog.
Hey, I feel like we need a receiver and a running back. So, and I'm not talking about no discount trying to find a diamond in the rough. Because what if that diamond in the rough really was just a piece of glass? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we need a real diamond this time. We need clarity in it. You know what I'm saying? We need to pad the diamond tester, all that.
This need to be a VVS right now.
Yes, exactly.
Flaws very slight.
You got to wear that with confidence. Like, I ain't trying to be saying, like, I'm going to pass the test? I don't know. Like, nah. You need to know off the rip that this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? We need the Hope Diamond instead of just any old diamond. We need the biggest, baddest one you can find, man. So I'm sick of all of that hopeful stuff. This small town kid, like, bro, we too far behind the 8 ball to be risking it all for this dude out of Eastern, Western, Northern, you know what I'm saying, Idaho Community College. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. Give me somebody out of Georgia. Give me somebody out of goddamn Ohio State, the big dogs who did it against the best competition, and that's the type of guys I want.
I agree with you. And yes, that's part of the reason why I'm coming back, because Kellen Moore did play a big part in why the Dallas Cowboys had issues. The same way that even though y'all are winning games, y'all are still complaining about this man running option routes. There are still people over there on the side for the Eagles complaining about the passing game concepts. That's why A.J. Brown has been upset throughout the course of the season. Because listen, Y'all had last time I checked. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. Tell me wrong or not. The Eagles had a team meeting about Kellen Moore's play calling, and they pretty much held a gun to this man's head and told him to run the fucking ball. How I remember that playing out. They had to pretty much threaten this man's safety for him to run the football.
Like I said on Boss Land, if they gotta have a sit down, that means your life is in danger, sir. Like it was finna go down. It was this close. They already had one of your feet with the cement block on it. Like you was on your way. You know what I'm saying? You was finna have a long sleep with the fishes. Real talk. Man. So hey, Kellen ain't changed, y'all. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna say the whole time he was with the Chargers just never mattered? It didn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because
he had a loaded team over there.
He said limited quarterback in Philly, but I thought I could have sworn that everybody loved Justin Herbert and his ability to throw the football, and Quentin Johnson looked like a bum with him. He looked like a bum this year.
They love Justin Herbert so much. This man don't have nothing tangible to say that he's that good, but they still proclaim him to be that good. Don't that say a lot? Like, how you just gonna deny everything, all the evidence, all the metrics, the records, the games, the footage, the playoffs? Like, he ain't did nothing. But they still say, oh, he's one of the best young quarterbacks. Like, he ain't even young no more. And they keep saying that shit. Like, they love young. Justin Herbert, bro.
He's young, but
in the league,
he's not.
Maybe in age he's young, but he been what? This is his 5th, 6th year.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He still hasn't won a playoff game, just so people understand, and that's why. Listen, who he throwing to? The first round pick wide receiver they drafted.
Better talent than Dak.
And listen, you say that them same players that they had last year, with the addition of Lad Kunke, did just fine outside of Kellen Moore's offense. Then we talk about the number one offense. Dak Prescott was an all-pro outside of his offense. Matter of fact, here's an interesting tidbit for you. All 3 of Dak Prescott Pro Bowl selections came without Kellen Moore. He was an All-Pro in 2016, 2018, and he wasn't an All-Pro. He wasn't a Pro Bowler again until last year. All 3 of those years were without Kellen Moore. His All-Pro season came without Kellen Moore.
Yeah, it seems crazy. Like I said, the first year you gave Mike McCarthy the reins, what happened? You got the best type of Dak you ever seen. You got the most consistent Dak Prescott you ever seen. Like, he didn't have these peaks and valleys in his game or in his season as he used to have. He didn't have too many slumps. He had bad games, but he didn't have a period in time in the game where he was just bad. He didn't have that. Like, so I feel like that was something we can build on. The second year, Dak got hurt. He started out bad. You know what I'm saying? I give you that. But I think that a lot of that was due to the communication with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb not being CeeDee until 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in. You know what I'm saying? And he's still an all-pro, right? So that's CeeDee's different, bro. Like, CeeDee's just different. Yep. Just imagine if he was CeeDee out the gate.
Matter of fact, CeeDee had his best year without Kellen Moore.
You ain't never seen a 17 CeeDee Lamb. You ain't seen 17 CeeDee Lamb. 1,700 yards. You ain't seen that until he got with Mike.
All right. So he said what he looked like in the playoffs. Well, I can tell you his playoff numbers are actually damn good. I already told you he's 7th in EPA in league history for playoff performance, but you act like I didn't say that. But 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Man, but let me just pull it up. I ain't got to just go by what I remember by heart. Dak Prescott playoff stats. All right. And let's see. Dak, and this is what he threw. This is what he thrown for. Dak Prescott has also rushed for touchdowns in the playoffs. So he's thrown for 14 touchdowns in the playoffs. He's only thrown 7 interceptions. He has a completion percentage of 64.5%. He's throwing for 392 yards a fucking game. 7 yards an attempt. But yeah, tell me how horrible Dak Prescott is in the playoffs.
And then something else people not mentioning. Who cares how good Kellen is as an offensive coordinator in Dallas? Like, we talking about him as a head coach. Them two different things.
Oh, he also ran for 4 touchdowns. So Dak Prescott, he hasn't lost a fumble in the playoffs. So he is 18 touchdowns to 7 turnovers in the playoffs. You tell me that sounds like a bad quarterback, or do y'all just get all your information from Twitter?
See, I'm just saying, am I right or wrong here? And that's 2 different job descriptions. A dude who can call plays and a dude who can design plays, allegedly. Do that mean he's going to be a great head coach?
Man, it don't mean he can be a great head coach. And hold on. Last time I checked, cause I get tired of y'all. See, he was down multiple touchdowns, and he came the fuck back. It was a tie game in the 4th quarter. It was an 8-point game at halftime. Are you smoking crack? That was a close playoff game throughout. The only quarter they did not score any points in was the 3rd quarter. And at that point, it was still a 28-13 game, not a damn blowout. Why do y'all act like y'all only play Madden and that's your understanding of football? Why do y'all act like that's your understanding of football? Oh, man, he's down. No shit. He's down because the defense can't stop a fucking nosebleed. You know the defense don't have to give up points, right?
It's optional, right? You know what I'm saying? It's an option in there.
Solely Music, you finna get out of my chat box, bro. You gone. I'm sorry. Nigga, I ain't finna talk to a brick wall all day, man. He's gone. He's dead. If you ever see him again,
man, I ain't got time for no foolishness like that. But yeah, when it comes to the head coach though, I'm just saying people blurring the lines to make it seem as if just because Kellen Moore is a good offensive coordinator that is automatically gonna transition to him being a great head coach. I think that's buffoonery. I think that is foolishness, like real talk. And I heard the same thing about Ben Johnson. If you want to be, if you want to go down that road. Now, Detroit media could be a little more savvy than us. And they just trying to put some bad press out about Ben Johnson to try to retain Ben Johnson. I think that'll be slick. But I heard some Detroit people over there saying, like, he's basically just a nerd. And he ain't got nothing to do with being a leader and really walking it like he talking like that. He's not galvanizing nobody. Nobody's gravitating towards him off of his charisma or his leadership. They just saying that he's just a mad scientist that got a lot of weapons that can make a lot of stuff happen. That's what they saying that he is. And this come from the Detroit media. They saying like they don't think Ben Johnson is really head coach material like that. But hey, everybody think he is.
So let me ask you a question. Outside of like defensive coordinators, who are these offensive coordinators that are these leaders of teams, especially when you got a powerful head coach like that? Well, nobody looked at any of Jimmy Johnson's assistants and said, "Oh, that's a leader of man." Nobody. Nobody looks at none of these other coordinators are getting this kind of praise. Like, oh man, like that he come out there and lead. Like, no.
Give me 1 second, man. Whoever the hell is George, you coming in here with all this profanity, disrespect, man. Somebody snipe him out of here. He gotta go. You don't come in here talking like that, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't come in here talking like that. Like, that's just, I can understand the Cowboys suck or, you know what I'm saying something like that, but just straight up, just, nah, it ain't going down like that, bro. Hell no. But, yeah, so I'm just saying we got to realize that it's a difference between the two. A OC could just be a good OC. That's what they thought about Jason Garrett. How'd that work out for you? Don't y'all know Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore basically the same dude?
Hold on, but let me ask you a question. What were people saying about Sean Payton when he was a coordinator? What were people saying about Sean Payton when he was a coordinator? Did they just talk about his plays? The last time
Yeah.
I checked, that's all they talked about. I ain't hear shit about his personality. I just heard that he was a good
Yeah,
X's
yeah.
and O's guy. So this is my thing. Like they can say whatever they want to say. It's not his turn to lead.
Exactly.
When you in Rome, you do it.
All
This
right.
my shit. You know, like when my sons get their own house, they will be the leader of their own house. This me casa right here. This what I run. You know what I'm saying? It's not time for them to lead, but they don't mean they can't lead when it's time to lead a household. Same thing with this coaching with coaching. It's not his time. He it's not his position to lead anybody, anything. Call the plays up, and I might not even use the motherfuckers right now. Just have them on
Facts.
deck. That's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. Do your job. I don't need you to lead and galvanize anybody. That's what I'm for. They gotta look to me, and maybe that's the issue with Dallas, because we looking for leadership in all the wrong places, because we don't ever get it from a head coach. We don't ever get leadership from our head coach because he is neutered when he comes to Dallas. His balls are already in the bag. Yeah, so he like old boy. What they did to old boy that came back after they kidnapped him on Game of Thrones.
Oh, talking about Reek.
Yeah,
they took his whole manhood, man. This boy was a glorified warrior with respect and a great last name, and they just tore him all the way down. So I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't, like I said, it's gonna take Jerry to change though, because like I said, when you listen to the other champion players and coaches and stuff like that, they know that it got to be one unified voice. Now, maybe Jerry ain't got to take a full step back. He need to, but we talking about Jerry here, so we know that's not happening. So maybe if we can get Jerry just to be on the same accord as somebody, like on the same page with somebody. Can he be basically one with somebody, Could that happen? Like, even if Jerry crazy, let the other dude be just as crazy and they just be on the same page. Can we have that? Because I just don't see him taking a full step back. That's why I say a coach like Deion, like a lot of people, they looking at it like, oh, Deion don't know this and Deion don't know that. I'm looking at it like I see some very, very great qualities that'll come from hiring Deion Sanders. Because I know for a fact he's not going to take a full bow or a full knee to Jerry Jones. He will never do that. Like, basically, that'll be like Deion taking this job and just submitting his whole legacy and his brand that he built. Why would he do that? Jerry it's gonna be some give and take though. Like, he's gonna come in with enough demand to be like, hey, Jerry, I got this part. Like, hey, you get this part, oh, we cool on that. We'll do this together. Like, it's gonna be some demands. So it gotta be a coach with enough cachet and enough finesse to be able to maneuver around Jerry Jones, bro. It's just gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be. And that's another thing I feel like they never credited Mike for. He navigated good. He navigated good as hell around here to me. He really did. Like, a lot of that backdoor stuff, it was necessary because of Jerry. It was necessary. Like, you gotta be cutthroat in the politics of the Cowboys, I feel like, or you will get whacked immediately.
But landlord, should it even be?
No, it's not.
Why
It shouldn't be. No.
Why are we playing Game of Thrones?
This is the Cowboys, bro. I ain't make it like that. I'm just telling you what it is. That's all.
There have been more assassination attempts in Dallas than there has been in the mob. like hell, we got made men sitting here like, damn, they doing way too much.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, this totally off subject, but it's gonna be quick. I seen a commercial, bro. It's like for some dog food. You seen that? Man, that commercial, that commercial had me crying.
Bobby,
Man, them boys sitting sitting at the table, the whole mob, and then another mob dude come in here and like, why is this dog food doing in the refrigerator? And he like, what? That ain't dog food. That's such and such. And then he like, man, what are we doing here? Then next thing you know, they opening up the trunk. They done murked it, man. Like, boy, you don't speak on that. Hey, I'm sorry. That commercial had me crying, though. Oh, everything. They opened up the trunk like he was gone. Then he went and talked to the dog like, hey, man, tell her, if anybody asks, we been over here doing such and such. Like, they crazy. They snap with that. But man, this the mob over here in Dallas
great.
land, man. It's certain things you can't speak about here. It's certain things you can't speak about.
Man, we did it too much. Yeah,
Yeah, they
that's
snapped with
great
that.
ad, man. They did. They did a great job with that one. My issue though, man, is we up here talking about coaching staff. Our GM may even sign his contract.
Yeah. If Will McClay leave, we really in trouble.
And hey, Jay Bryant, who's to say that the Florida State job comes open immediately? Like he could just be the head coach in Dallas until it opens up in about 4 or 5 years. That's usually how long coaches last in Dallas anyway. Jimmy Johnson didn't last long. Mike McCarthy didn't last long. Barry Switzer
One contract.
didn't last long. What's the other boy? The other boy name? Wade Phillips didn't last long. Damn it.
Parcells
didn't last long. The person that lasted longer was Jason Garrett. And
You
we
know
that
something
was
weird though? Why? I mean, I know why, but it's weird that Rex Ryan name ain't even came up this time around, right? I'm just saying, because he was like, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be the DC and all that. I think he wanted to be the head coach before Mike got it. So, like, it's weird that nobody even said his name.
It's a great thing. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him talking about it. And listen.
You don't like Rob either? I kind of like the Rob.
Hell.
I like the Rob.
We
Yeah,
we
that's
had
what I'm
Rob.
saying. I like the Rob as the DC.
Man, I need a defensive coordinator that can stop the run. And this is the thing. I want the best of both worlds. I want to be able to stop the run and still get the turnovers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think we got a good one in Zimmer, man. But that's why Deion makes sense, too. Because Deion and Zimmer go back.
Why are we still talking about
What you
Zimmer?
mean?
He's not under contract.
You right. You right.
This man talking about retiring. He got him a little young thing. He finna go. He finna go.
Yeah, he done got him a little young gal. And he finna take her down through the good Lord. Zim, like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, that man just went and refilled his Cialis.
He got the blue pill, man. Don't tell me that.
Man, he needs it.
He finna go to work. Hey, but all I'm saying is, you know, you right about that. If we don't even got Zimmer in contract, like, so okay, I ain't gonna lie, I'm opposed to in-house hiring too. Cause y'all said we need to change, that ain't gonna be changed. That's more the same. We need some fresh eyes from the outside.
I just realized, are we? What do y'all feel about Gruden? Because I see a lot of people bring that name up. How do
I
y'all
think he's a
feel about
racist.
Gruden?
I'm sorry.
He probably is.
You think I want a
How do you feel
racist coach
about
on my team? No.
How do you know you ain't have
I mean, if I knew, I would still say no. Shit.
What if it came out? Let's say what if it came out hypothetical. What if it came out that Bill Belichick was the Grand Wizard, but he wanted to coach?
Would it guarantee me a Super Bowl? I need a guaranteed Super Bowl, though. You know what I'm saying? if I'm gonna consider selling my soul, you know what I'm saying? I need to make sure that's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, we can't do that, man. It's too many black folks on the team, man. There have been a jump Bill Belichick. He's the Grand Wizard. Shit, nah.
I mean, hey, he ain't gonna be Grand Wizard at the practice.
Nah.
He ain't gonna be Grand. Ain't gonna be no.
Man, anything he say, those people gonna be like, why he say it like that? Like, no, it ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna work. He said, why you ain't on time? Oh, I supposed to be on time? Like, nah.
Like, yes, for real.
Bro, I ain't got time for this, man. No, bro, we can't do that. We can't do that. He said, I'm supposed to be on time? Like, yo, nigga, what the heck? Hey, they wouldn't agree with nothing this man said, man. I ain't got time for that. Nah.
Oh my God, why?
Oh, snap. But, yeah, man, we ain't got time for that, man. I'm just saying, like, I don't look at him as the ideal coach either, man. I don't look at him like that. I think Pete Carroll the best one, to be honest. I think he the best option. Unquestioned resume, super energetic coach. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring the fire even when the players don't bring it. I know he a great motivator. He's been there, done that, got a better resume than Mike. Like, he know how to build a program. Seattle went doing that before he got over there. Like, bro, Pete Carroll that dude, bro.
Let me ask you,
as a
man,
CEO, I don't want him to do nothing else.
He's 73
He don't act like it. He got more energy than me and you. Man, Pete be going. Why Pete do everything?
He older than Bill Belichick just for
man, Pete do everything. Do Pete act like an old man? Zimmer seem like he act like an old man though. Pete look like he'll run circles around Zimmer.
Listen. Pete Carroll that I remember is a good coach. I'm just trying to see how he finished out his career in Seattle. That's all.
I mean,
was he still a good coach when he left
most
Seattle?
of the time when you a coach at any team, it's gonna have to get bad after a while. They wouldn't let you go if it stayed good.
Okay, but that also means that your ability to coach might have
Or,
diminished as well.
you know, your time has just passed. Would you say the same thing about Andy Reid? Andy Reid had a good time at Philly, and then it was just time to move on. He reached his peak over there, and then guess what happened after that? He was fucking fantastic.
He wasn't a 70-year-old man when it happened either.
He about 700 pounds.
I mean, it don't matter, man.
Who gonna win in
that's
a
the
race?
thing that worries
Pete
his wife,
Carroll or Andy Reid? I don't know. Who y'all taking?
Probably.
Who y'all got y'all
Probably
money
Pete.
on? I'm taking Pete. Nah,
All
Mike
right, so
McCarthy
7 and
and Andy Reid in the race.
Somebody cussing me out right now.
Hey, who winning that race? I want to hear it from the chat box. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid and Mike McCarthy in a foot race. Who winning?
All right, so 7-10, 9-8, 9-8. Those are the final 3 years. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. All right, fuck.
I like Pete, bro. I do. I always like Pete Carroll. Always.
So my question to you: do you even want to hire a former Super Bowl winning head coach? Because a Super Bowl winning head coach has never won a Super Bowl with another team. So you're asking them to make history by coming to Dallas and trying to replicate.
That's sad, but I mean, I feel more comfortable. At least I know for a fact this guy know what he's doing. He actually went to one and then won one. He been there twice. So his resume slightly better than Mike's.
He won one and then lost them one. Because you know why?
Because he didn't hand that ball off to that beast.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
So I don't know, bro. It's compelling because listen, Pete Carroll, even when I tried to talk shit and I went back and looked, he was still above 500 coach at the end of his
Somebody
season.
said, everybody talking about they wouldn't even finish that foot race. Y'all don't do that. Hey, Pete Carroll versus Jerry, I think that's Pete all day.
Man, Pete gonna murder Jerry. Everything. Fight.
They about
race.
close to the same age. They probably went to high school together, some shit.
Nah, Jerry way older.
Being funny. They ain't too far.
That's
How
crazy.
old Jerry is? Like 87, and Pete Carroll like 70 something.
Yeah, he is. Jerry Jones is 82, and
That
Pete
ain't
is
too
73.
crazy now. It's 10-year difference. Yeah.
It's long enough. Listen, I knew Jerry Jones was ratchet. This man went to North Little Rock High School. If y'all know, y'all know.
But you know, back then everything, You know, it wasn't gentrified yet.
It was ratchet in too.
But yeah, man, I want y'all to drop y'all favorite coaches in here to win the job. Most realistic coach to win the job. And realistic, it makes me sad.
Oh no, bro said wishes Irish good luck. I will not. I am going to hate y'all out. The Ohio State must win. I'm not even a fan, but I know my brother gonna put something on the field.
Can both of them lose? That'll help me out.
Man, he said Pete Carroll on that gas.
Pete be too happy on it. Like, he might be. Pete be happy in the mud, bro.
But hey, I do rock with you though, boy. So hey, best of luck to him. I can't tell y'all.
I about to say, and y'all in our chat box, we don't know not one Steelers creator.
Them niggas ain't won a playoff game in 6 years. Cowboys
crazy, man.
Hey, I'm glad you count the Super Bowls, man. You got 6, we got 5, and we both ain't got shit this year. At least we got a quarterback. Y'all don't know what the hell.
Yeah, so what's the most realistic coach before we wrap this up, man?
Shit,
I said
I didn't want to say.
I said it's gonna make me sad. I was hoping you didn't say that was the most realistic too.
Hold on now. My boy said he got some money.
Well, we want you to win the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we want you to win your money. So listen, I ain't got no real dog.
If you got the bag on it, then you know we with you.
If you got the bag,
and don't forget when you hit, don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Come slide through now. Don't forget us.
Cuz gonna change.
Man, we ain't gonna see Justin no more. He ain't gonna be in the kitchen or nothing. We gonna look for him and everything. What happened to Justin? Hey, he's somewhat tropical.
Yeah, just like me. I'm sure finna.
I got my money and I was gone. That's him.
I'm changing my number. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna wake my wife up in the middle of the night, baby. Don't even ask no questions.
Rico, that'll be even more rebellious if he did that. Got Whitney.
Reed said Robert Saleh.
That's the most
We ain't
realistic.
even talking about Robert Saleh. He actually has more of a reason to be a head coach than fucking Kellen Moore. He's been a head coach. He was a defensive coordinator that helped take a team to a Super Bowl.
Justin, somebody I might not have a house or a car after this game. Hey, man, chill out, relax. Don't go that hard,
hold on,
man.
Justin.
They gotta win now.
All right, so hey, this is random. I know we finna get off. I got an ass whooping to administer to landlord this NCAA. But do you want to sign? This is off subject. Do you want to sign Rico Dow back? Because I'm finna read you the list of free agent running backs this year.
Because it's too many backs in the draw.
All right, so
well, if it's cheap, like you know, the same price of a slice of pizza or something, or like a Subway sandwich or some shit, like we good then.
All right, Najee Harris.
I'll take
Aaron
all
Jones.
them over Rico.
AJ Dillon.
I don't know about him.
Not really. Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I take a hurt Nick Chubb.
Javonte Williams from the Broncos.
Know him.
Alexander Madison.
I'll take Rico over him, bro.
J.K.
I'll take
Dobbins.
JK.
I'm not taking somebody P. Ryan over Rico though. Kareem Hunt, nah. Cam Akers.
I probably ride with Rico.
All right, Deontay
Rico.
Foreman. Trey Sermon.
I don't know him.
Elijah Mitchell. He ran crazy on us in the 49ers game.
Rico.
First one. Callie Herbert.
I don't know him. Do you? So I won't feel bad? Okay, all right.
Not really.
All right.
Not really. All right, backup quarterbacks. I'm going to do this one last thing. Because, all right, backup quarterbacks. Sam Darnold going to start somewhere, so I'm not even going to mention him. He played too well. Justin Fields.
I would love it.
Quarterback. Daniel Jones.
I would love it. I think he's better than Cooper Rush. Time
Mac
out.
Jones
I don't
is
know
the
about that. I
backup
take that back. But Mac Jones for sure. You know he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Bring Mac Jones over here now.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Williams for the cash
Salute.
app, man. Hold on, just sent it over. He said he's showing support.
We appreciate
I
you,
appreciate
man.
that, my brother. You a real one, and I appreciate that. Yeah, that's extra trill on your half, man. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Who else did we have in here? Let me go back to this because this is a good list. Drew Lock.
Yeah, that's Amp. Salute the Amp over here. Yeah, that's Amp.
Oh, that's
Salute,
Amp?
man. We appreciate you.
Man, what's up, my boy? I was just saying your government. I would have show called you your country.
Yeah, that's
man,
Amp.
with you, man. Shout out to
Salute,
my
man.
boy
We
Amp
appreciate
Sports,
you.
man.
What we was just doing, we was still naming the what you call 'em?
Yeah. I said Drew Lock. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
I ain't too familiar with this
Lock.
game like that. I remember him in college. I don't know what he been doing here.
You remember he was backup for he beat Philadelphia last year when he was back.
Well, I mess with him. If he beat Philly, I mess with him.
Then he was the starting quarterback the second game when he played the Giants.
I mess with him then. He beat Philly. He my guy.
All right.
Shit.
Joe Flacco.
I'll take Flacco though. Be real.
He owns
Flacco
his
just
dirt,
one of
but,
them
hey,
gamers, man. Like, just say for instance, God forbid, like the qualifying game, the last game of the season, Dak got a little, a hangnail. He just can't play. And then Flacco will pull it off, bro. I got confidence that Flacco will win you one game on the spot. He always been like that.
What about Carson?
Hell no. Man, I don't know what you
All right.
said about
Marcus
my mama.
Mariota.
That's super disrespectful, sir.
Marcus Mariota.
I'll take Mariota.
Jacoby Brissett.
I
would
like
take
Jacoby, too.
I ain't spoken with nobody, but Jacoby is a
Yeah.
definition of a backup. Trey Lance.
I like Trey. Now, not for the price he gonna have to pay though.
Now. Zach Wilson.
I ain't seen enough.
You've seen enough.
Hey
right?
man,
Everybody's seen
shoot
enough.
this dude in the head. Smoked.
What? Man.
Get him out of here, man. He's miserable.
He dead anyway. You gotta take that dumb ass off, man. Take my dick out your mouth.
See, what's so
nigga.
crazy about him is, we should be giving him a round of applause to be able to, able to actually access the internet, type words and stuff. Like, that's good for you. We know how slow you are, so, that's a great accomplishment for you. Congratulations.
Hey, F him. Shout out to Patrick Green with the cash.
Salute on my side too, Mr. Pat.
Appreciate
Appreciate you, man.
Man, Winston.
I'll take J-Mo. That's my guy, though. J-Mo will just bring morale to the team. He gonna have everybody laughing and engaged. J-Mo still found a way to be famous as a backup quarterback. Like, he was just destined for it. That boy from down the road, man. I mess with J-Mo.
Man, hell, Numbhead Neil.
Oh
in the
yeah,
building
we
to
need
slap
we
some
need a
motherfuckers.
few
What's up,
slaps,
man?
Neil.
Hey, Numbhead Neil, I need you to run through and
Just
start
slap.
slapping these boys up.
Like, we need you to go on get back to what you do the best. That's what we need you to do. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that man is a professional slapper.
He woke up and the first thing he did this morning was slap somebody. Like he for real about this. All right.
Yeah, he with it, man. Numbhead Neil been putting in work for a long time. Y'all better not play with him.
Before we go, free agents that you want to sign back. Go. Yeah.
From our team, Jordan Lewis.
No Tank.
We gotta take him
Kneeling.
on. You listen, when you draft somebody and their NFL comp is somebody on your team, that is a sign that you were trying to replace that person.
What about Turp?
I'll sign Turp back if he ain't trying to get superstar money or nothing crazy like
What
that.
about Damian Wilson? He got a contract on.
Damian Wilson, he ain't even played for me. I don't care. That man is a special teamer.
I meant to say the safety. Donovan
Donovan
Wilson.
Wilson.
I think he signed a contract, but I don't know for how long it was.
If he is a free agent, he needs
Wow.
to stay a free agent. No kidding.
Malik Hooker's still on the contract, right? What about
I don't
Osa?
know.
Osa the big one.
Hell yeah, you need Osa back. You already have next to no help in the interior of your defensive line. If you let Osa Odighizuwa walk, you would be 1,000 times.
So what
worse than
about
you were.
you got 1 year to sign Mozzie? Oh yeah, Chance of Ghosting up for it too. I like what I seen from Chance.
Chauncey go?
He can't demand
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
money though.
He ain't gonna be a lot of money. So Chauncey and Turp are the kind of people that they give contracts to anyway because they're not expensive. But hold on, Turp is a 2-time Pro Bowler at the returner spot. He's not just any returner anymore. He's looked at as one of the best, and he's an all-pro.
Okay, but who remember when Landlord said you gonna see a better year from Chance this year if he go to defensive end? Who remember that?
I
When
remember.
I said it like before he even got the nod to move. I said, bro, he was a better defensive end at Iowa. We trying to make him a defensive tackle. We took his superpower away. Now you seen some flashes from Chance this year. And when I talked to him at training camp, he was cheesing from ear to ear when I said something about him going to defensive end. So I think I like what I seen from Chance this year.
Man, I'm down with bringing Chauncey in. And this is the beautiful thing about it, dog. You also getting Sam Williams back.
Sam was a big major loss this year, man. I just knew he was finna go crazy this year, y'all. Damn. We had so many injuries. We forgot about Sam Williams.
Oh my God, is Brandon Aubrey a free
Aubrey
agent?
got it. He gonna get the bag. They gonna hand Aubrey a blank check.
Man, what did they let Brandon
Man,
Aubrey walk?
that'll be the dumbest move ever. They gonna slide Aubrey a blank check and say, do what you do.
Then they gonna be the highest paid kicker in
Like,
league history.
bro, like he's been the star of the whole team this year.
Ridiculous. You said you feel bad for Overshawn? I do
Overshawn
too.
got it bad, bro. Cause this his contract year, right?
This is gonna be year 3. Yeah.
And he ain't played a
Coming
full
up.
season yet. I wouldn't
Yeah,
invest
so-
in that, man. I hate to say it. He got a lot of upside, you know what I'm saying? But the return on investment, the risk, I'm not willing to do it right now. Now, if he play a full season or mostly full season next year, some kind of way, I might be interested. But man, that's like Dogecoin right now, man. I hate it, bro, but I don't know, man. We just gonna pray for Overshawn, man.
They're saying that we got one more year for Aubrey.
And I'm trying to
I don't
speak
know
with
how-
my mind, not my heart. You know, you can't help but love and root for Overshawn. But it's just like if you use your common sense, like, bro, he ain't played a full season yet. That's risky business, boy.
He probably. I mean, he won't because he ain't supposed to play. He may not play next year. He might play at the end. He might play 1 or 2 games.
You gonna have to
but
get him for cheap.
How
then.
many games is
You gonna have
that?
to get him from very cheap.
Hell yeah. Because listen, I'll keep him if he's healthy. But he just has so many lower body injuries. It's scary, especially for a player whose biggest power.
Now,
is
one
their
thing we
athleticism.
can say, he returned off that injury looking phenomenal though, and that was 1 year after. Now you know it usually take people 2 years to be back to their old self. Overshawn looked like he was a phenomenal athlete right after the injury, so we can give him that. So he do have youth on his side. So man, yeah, we just gotta pray for Overshawn, man. We need something miraculous to happen to where he don't have to wait a whole nother year, bro. A whole nother year, that's when we in scary territory right there for him. Trayvon Diggs too.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Trey might end up being expendable. The only thing that has saved Trey is that we have not hit on any other corner. Everybody that we try to tout, Seatbelt Carson, he was strapped up. The boy before him that we had got the year before, what's his name?
Kevin Joseph.
Nah, not. I don't
Who
even
you
talking
talking
about.
about?
Joseph, sorry ass. What's the boy name?
You
The training
talking
camp
about the Caleb Carson dude?
I just said.
Who you
Carson.
talking about then? You talking about
The dude from the year before. That
I
we
know who
cut.
you talking about. I can't think his name. He was a small school dude too.
Yeah, he was like a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I can't remember right now.
Anyway, every corner we done tried has not.
We
panned
shouldn't
out.
be talking about
You know,
people that far deep in the roster.
but we are. But that's the beautiful thing about it. Nobody else has panned out. So like Trayvon Diggs has to be a part of your plan.
Not Nation Wright.
Was it right?
Not Izzy.
No, not Nation Wright. Not Izzy.
Not Booth. It
Not
was
Booth,
somebody
sorry
else,
ass.
bro. Last year, his
We drafted
training
him.
camp had us thinking we got another Bland. It was just as much hype as Seatbelt was. Scott. That's who it was. Eric Scott.
Eric Scott.
Yeah,
Was it?
that was him. Eric Scott Jr. Yeah,
Thank
that was him.
y'all. Yeah, he ain't
See
no
that?
damn team no more. And listen, we up here having think pieces.
That's
and
why I said we shouldn't even
everything
be
else
thinking
up there.
that deep in the roster.
You're right. 'Cause what the hell are we doing?
But yeah, man, I wish I could continue. I gotta get ready to make a move, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, man, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the donation button if y'all want to see us do this more, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure it out for y'all, man. Trying to get to doing it more often, but you know, life be life, and so, hey, the best way to show us y'all appreciate this content or appreciate these collaboration between me and him, man, is to show love, hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit that donation button, and y'all will get more, I promise you. The more support, the more content that's gonna be coming y'all way, man. So we appreciate y'all.
And we're going live again tomorrow because I'm off. Landlord, you're off tomorrow, aren't you?
You know, maybe.
Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Now, let me ask you a question. Will you be off for the playoff game? The championship
College
game?
championship. Yeah, I ain't gonna work Monday at all.
Good. Then we might need to do something. I ain't gonna promise
3
you we're gonna do a
hours,
watch
you know.
party, but hey, if y'all promise to support it, we promise to do it. And if you're not really supporting, we'll be off by halftime.
Cause 3 hours is a long time, my boy. I ain't even gonna lie to my people. Y'all gotta show some love.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
bro.
lie to them either. Cause remember last time we did it, we only
Talk
talk
about life,
basketball,
everything.
It was a blowout. Yeah, we were talking about everything. Like we got close to God on the
Hey man, look, that's another way y'all to do it. We might need to have a poll. Do y'all want Landlord and Hen to do a watch party for the national championship game? If so, we desperately need your support, or we gonna be out of there. Cause that's 3 hours, man. That's hard. Around this time, the way my life set up, the way my bank account set up, 3 hours is a lot to ask right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I could be back in the real trap. 3 hours. But man, look, man, like I said, the way to shut us up, you know, doing our little whining about the content and stuff. Look, just support, man. Just support. We'll be here for y'all though.
We'll be here. We'll make it work. But show up for us, man. It's like we show up for y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. On the way out, make sure y'all hit that like and share button. I know YouTube is hating us out, but we still trying to grow our platforms, man. So when we do start back getting paper, it'll be a bigger sum coming to us. So like, share, tell your people to sub. If you got an auntie that fool with the Cowboys, tell her sub. Your mama fool with us, tell her sub. Daddy a real one, tell them sub, man. So hey, sub to the channel. Hit the Cash App, $ Henry the Moore, $ Landlord 723. And man, just pray that the Dallas Cowboys do something rational, do something
competent,
worth a damn. Yeah, they don't know how to do that. They don't know. But yeah, we gonna pray for a better day. And in the words of West Coast Cowboy, never look down, because the star is up. God bless America, and certainly God bless the Cowboys.
Peace.
We out.
Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy